Bhatnagar, and I'm with you with the area of AFM. And what are we dealing with today? Everybody, we are reaching almost the end of the syllabus. We are currently dealing with Module D, another chapter. The name is Costing Methods. In the last class, we did the basics of the costing. That was the terminologies which are used in costing. Today, I'll be moving forward and talking about the various costing methods which are there. Before I proceed further, everyone, please go and share this particular session and don't forget to like it. And along with this, if you haven't been watching the entire playlist, then please go ahead and check it out. The playlist is super important for you because all the chapters of JIIB are covered in this particular series. So please go ahead and like it and show your appreciation, everyone. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? There are multiple costing methods and there are multiple MCQs that I've prepared for this particular purpose, specifically from the book itself. So let's understand the entire topic of costing methods from this point of view. Okay, here comes the first question, everyone. What does it mean? Or what does it say exactly? It says, what is costing and why is it so crucial for the business? Again, we're talking about the basics here, isn't it? What is exactly the costing term and why is it crucial for a business organization? Because it's costing is a process of determining the revenue, costing is a process of determining the profit, costing is a process of determining the expenditure on production or service, or losses. Costing is a process of determining the market share, right? So in this case, what would be the answer? Okay. So when we talk about the costing, now costing is related to specifically the cost only. What is the production cost that we were looking forward to? You know, so that means it is nothing to do with, if you know about the cost only, then you will be able to add a part of your profit, and this is where you will be able to find the selling price, isn't it? So in this case, can we say the cost of the production is related to this expenditure, be it service or be it production? The cost is determined not only for production of goods but also for the provision of services. Because if I'm providing a service, then also I'm incurring an expense now. It won't happen that since I'm incurring an expense, then it is only in terms of production. It is also there in terms of the services as well, no? Because for the service even you have to do a lot of work. If we talk about the banking is also a process. There are service charges being deducted from our bank account, and it is required because bank is providing so many services, and they have a cost that they pay for it, be it in the form of equipment, be it in the form of their website maintenance, be it in the form of anything that you know about, you know. Okay, in which industries is the unit or single output costing more suitable? Single or unit, matlab they are producing one particular thing only. There is a production of only and only one thing. Software development, automobile manufacturing, brick making, mining, sugar, cement, and healthcare. What's the answer, everyone? Software development is a customized process, so for that they use operating costing. Then automobile industry is basically where they produce things in lots. For example, they're producing Santro would be in a lot. Now, right now, if they would be producing Innova, then Innova's new models. Every year they're bringing up new models. So technically the old model is stopped and new model is created. So then automobile manufacturing has a similar point of view. Then brick making, mining, sugar and cement. This is where it would definitely be the same. In terms of sugar making, mining, the process remains the same, be it how many years would have gone by. And then we have the healthcare, everyone. In terms of healthcare, what's the answer? In terms of healthcare, we have it as it's operating costing because it's related to the service. There is no goods that we're providing. You know, we're not selling something. We're basically providing a service. Okay, next point. Brick making, mining, sugar, and cement. Next point, everyone. Why is the periodicity of preparing a cost sheet under a single output or unit cost? Cost sheet is basically a specific costing proper statement is prepared, which is prepared quarterly, annually. Periodicity depends on the nature of the organization, costing objectives, or monthly. वैसे तो ना definitely every kind of information is prepared annually. ठीक है, everything is prepared normally annually. But in this case, when we are producing one particular good and it has a specific production life cycle, then it would be periodicity depends on the nature of the organization and costing objectives. ठीक है, done. Which of the following may or may not be included in the cost sheets, depending upon the management decision? Material cost, direct expenses, selling and distribution expenses, or labor cost? Which of the following may or may not include cost sheet, everyone? Selling and distribution expenses. This is not something which is related to the area of working, because material cost, direct cost, labor cost, this is related to the cost of production. Anything which is related to the cost of production will be included in this. And that is selling and distribution expenses. What is the main aim of job costing in companies manufacturing products or rendering services against the specific orders or jobs? To standardize production process, to record all costs incurred for completing the job, or to adopt continuous production, to minimize innovation in job execution. Job costing. But the job costing is basically a customized way. Why do we call it customized? This is my favorite example of job costing. I don't know why do I give it, but this is somehow my favorite example. If your organization is looking forward towards red colored chairs, that just sounds with the theme there. So then what you asked me that, ma'am, prepare 400 chairs for us. We need to put this into our organization. I said, okay, fine. Now what I'm doing is I'm preparing those red leather chairs for you. But some other organization has asked me for black chairs. So that means I have two different kinds of chairs to be produced in a certain period of time. If I've got a particular units to be produced for your organization is 400, so I will prepare those 400 chairs for your organization. Then that is job costing. Customization is there. For that, you will note down my your list of requirement for my production, the labor that charges, the raw material that you need, everything that you will be writing out, and then you will be finding the total cost of it, and then you will be quoting a price accordingly. That is what you will do. So technically, in this case, in terms of job costing, what will you do? You are going to write down each and every element of your work in a separate manner, because you have to tell the other person that, in your particular case, and this is the amount that was spent. So do you really know how much I'm spending in terms of the costing as well as the work to keep yourself up to date? So in this case, the correct answer is to record all the costs incurred to complete a specific job. Done. And that too, in terms of job card, it is all element wise. Done, everybody? Done. Achha, it's a request again, everyone. If you like this particular class, then please go ahead and like the particular session. Done. Let's move on to the next question. Here comes a specific question, everyone. The question says, what may be involved in the execution of specific job and job costing that is not typically part of continuous production? Acha, Continuous production can be uh, the cement, sugar. The sugar is actually a seasonal product, so I won't say this is a continuous product, but cement is. And uh, but then I think when you are producing cement and all, it should be in the internal area. Bricks and all, they're not produced during the rainy season. So these are all the products which are produced, but they have their own pauses. So let's talk about some other thing. I produce soap in India. Lux soaps are still sold a lot. It is one of the specific soaps which are used a lot in the country. And been producing the same soap. They're just encashing their product right now, isn't it? So that is a particular product which is prepared and sold. That is a standard system that is being used. So what may be involved in the execution of a specific job in job costing that is not typically part of continuous production. Standardized systems are a part of the continuous production. Standard procedures, again, their design and innovation. This is done in terms of job costing. Preparing red chairs for me is basic design and innovation for you. In stable processes, this is again stable thing. This is not included. So design and innovation is done in terms of making a specific lot, which is different from others, right? Then which is the one of the advantages of your job cost card. Increase in idle time, reduction in the cost control, clear and relevant performance of for management or complexity in job cost accounting. And okay, advantages of job cost. Idle increase in idle increasing, that might be a disadvantage of anything, you know. Then reduction in the cost control. How can we reduce the cost control? By actually tapping every cost. Clear and relevant information for management or complexity in job accounting. Actually, in this case, we have all the information of that particular. If I'm preparing red chairs for you, so let's take it. If I am doing this work for red chairs, I'll be having the chair. Okay, I'll be the components of the plastic, then the leather that I need, then the other components, the wheels and everything that would be added, and the sponge that would be put inside the particular chair. All these things would be determined. Then that is how we will buy those things, you know. And then we know about the price of each and everything all together, and the labor charges, of course, and transportation. These are all the expenses that we are going to incur, and this would be the list that you are preparing. Can you see in this case what's happening? There is no complexity. Rather, you are making things clear and relevant. Okay, Acha, this is how we'll be doing it, and then we can move forward. Isn't it more simple in this case? What does the job cost card record under material cost, everyone? Only direct material cost? Only indirect material cost? Requisition number, date amount, summary of the cost sheet. Material cost. That means it includes all the cost related to the material only. Direct material, everything else has to be included. Requisition number means if you have given the request, the date, the time, and even the amount, and even the units even. The number of units are also specified. Provided it is given to a specific department, na? So we'll be noting down that part as well. Hanshi, done? Next question. In contract costing, what distinguishes it from the job costing? Nature of job, time taken to complete the job, size of the job, or use of job cost sheet, everyone. What's going to be the answer? Time taken to complete the job, size of the job, name of the job, or use of job cost sheet. Contract costing, what distinguishes it from job costing? contract costing is also a terminal costing, but there is one particular point where both of these are equal, and the point is terminal costing. Both of these costs actually terminates. If both these costs terminates, so nature of the job, time taken to complete the job, this is basically this is a common ground, because both the things, contract costing is basically when you are producing or into the construction of a specific area, while in terms of job costing, I give you customized work to do. So nature of job is not. Time taken is more in terms of contract costing and less in terms of job costing. That is one particular point, yes, where they actually vary. Size of the job, contract costing is much bigger, and same time I think use of job cost sheet, that is there in the job costing but not in the contract costing. For contract costing they have their own. Done. So what's going to be the answer? The answer here is time taken to complete the job. That's one of the major points. The contract costing is short term, while the other one is long term. Job costing is, contract costing is long term and job costing is short term. Done? Next question. In which industries is contract costing commonly applied? Retail, then manufacturing, shipbuilding, engineering products, construction, contracts, and infrastructure projects, etc. Last is information technology. What would be the answer, everyone? This is a very interesting question. In terms of contract costing, it is not into the area of retail. It's not there in the manufacturing as well. In manufacturing, we have multiple components being produced one particular point of time, and there are other methods as well which are used. Process costing can be used, then job costing can be used. So contract is not the one in terms of manufacturing. But yes, I can prepare it for a specific area, na? So I think I would go with shipbuilding, engineering projects, then construction contracts and infrastructure projects. The answer here is C. Done. Now let's move on to what's the next question. Actually, everyone, the sale is going on. If you haven't purchased our courses yet, then kindly go ahead. They are available right now, and you should be looking forward to it as early as possible, as time is taking away. Everybody, what distinguishes contract costing from job costing based on the location of the work execution? Job is usually carried out by the contractor's workplace. Then, in terms of job, this is very, very normal that the contract costing would involve one particular thing, that is the job would be carried out by uh, the person at the site, wherever we are building it up. So job is usually carried at the contractor's place. This is true. Usually contractors usually carried out at the contractor's workplace. ये वो same ही बात है. Contract is actually done, job is not. Work is carried out at different sites in terms of for a contract, unlike job. For job you actually bring it to the organization so that it becomes easier for you to work, isn't it? Work is carried out at the same site for both the contract and the job. Done. So in this case, translates workplace is usually carried out at a different site different from that of contractor's workplace for the contract. It is not based upon their workplace. Done. Acha. So before I end my particular session, everyone, I hope you have reviewed our courses, and if you haven't, then hurry up. Our courses are available on our website, that is www.adda247.com, and right now the sale is going on. According to the specific sale, what you will get if you take your JIB or JIB plus CIB, preparing for a longer term in terms of the projects, you can look forward to the area of JIB with us and also with the CIIB, you know, because at that point of time you will need the different courses na, at that point of time during the examination, so it is important. So just open up the area of JIB May 2024, and if you are preparing for this examination and take up the Mahapack, then you get English medium, bilingual both the batches, recorded live both the batches. Then this also includes the specific areas of test series. So if you're planning for it, then please go ahead and the price here, it is, use the code Y541, and as soon as you are using the code Y541, the discount comes out to be 6298.95. Look at this. You just have to pay this 6,000 and then you will get the entire course of JB Mahapack. Done? So kindly check it out on our website and our app for further details, everyone. There are other courses which are there in the particular JIB examinations. You can look forward to any of the courses that is required in terms of your preparation. So thank you so much, everyone. I'll be meeting you in the next class. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye. Take care.